Hello, everybody. I want to thank you all for joining me, regardless of the country you're from or the time it is. Thank you so much for being here. I really do appreciate you. This video I have, it is with Myron Gaines. Okay. Myron is at colleges, talking at college places or what's not, going through little debates with college students, providing his version of what wisdom is. I don't really listen to Myron Gaines. I don't really listen to Fresh and Fit. When you say the word fresh and fit, some people turn off really quick. But in this case, I thought I'd take him in and see what he's saying. And without further ado, let's listen to him debate this young lady here in a college. All right, enjoy. Oh, finally we get a female. This should be interesting because so far, majority of the individuals that have come up and have said anything have been males. It's a female, right? Right? I'm assuming it's a female, redheaded female. So it should be interesting. Let's hear what she has to say in regards to what Myron says.
A lot of guys deal with, bro. So trust me, I know exactly where you're coming from.
Just by her expression alone, some women wear their emotions on their face like a badge of honor. Okay, you can kind of tell how she feels about him. It really does not look like she likes him at all. So this should get pretty interesting. Let's see how this goes.
Yeah, that's a bad habit from feminism, right? Like this is like if we like 50 years ago, like women would just kind of understand, oh, it's not appropriate for me to talk to guys while I have a man. But nowadays, you have to verbally express this. Like you have to train the feminism out of a lot of women. And I know a lot of women might get mad at me for saying that, but you truly have to get these bad habits out of them because women are just indoctrinated with that stuff nowadays, thanks to modernity. So. Yeah, if they're willing to listen, that's cool. That's good because at least that shows that she's like willing to learn and like hear you out, and that's very important. But if she's like, no, I'm not doing it, then fuck her, bro. So, yeah, yeah, guys, start looking at yourselves as a prestigious law firm, bro. Women are the ones that want to get married. Don't forget that. Like, I need guys to understand. You guys are the gatekeepers to relationships, right? You have to get down on one knee and give her a ring. She's gonna take your last name. She wants to get married to you. She wants to stay in a relationship with you, right? So make them earn it, man. Like they're the ones that want to be a missus. Make her work for it. Shit, you know damn well you have to work for it to fucking quarter in the beginning. So
So you said you had to work for it by courting her in the beginning, correct?
yes,
So what do you mean by working?
Why is she so angry? Like, okay, I guess some of the things that he said might upset a woman. Uh, okay, all right. Let's hear this though. I just, he just sounds so angry, and I'm not gonna say anything. I'm a male fox. I'm saying nothing.
For it. What exactly did you do?
as far as like what does the guy do?
Yeah.
Well, a man has to learn how to be attractive.
Hon, I hate to break it to you, but you don't need to learn how to be attractive. You just
Really?
are.
Okay.
And that's something you ain't. Okay, I want to bring up
Okay, okay. So she came off very feisty. She came off with fire. She wanted to blow the flames. She came off like a dragon and just started blowing flames right away. Okay, let's let's see the rest of this. I just call this it's not an argument. It's not a fight. It's a dispute. Let's call it. Let's see the rest of this dispute.
you
Well,
talking
let me
about.
address that first part real fast. So,
Let me add on.
and then you can go ahead and because I know you're probably going to an ad hominem.
I don't know about male humans, but male foxes do have to put in a lot of work. We have to look. You think my fur grows like this? It doesn't. My fur doesn't naturally grow like this. Okay, I have to put in a lot of work in order to look the way I look. I mean, even the way look at what I'm wearing. I mean, this jacket I got on, these Bonnie Fox glasses. It takes a lot of work. Okay, the hat I got on. I don't attract I don't attract female foxes unless I look, speak, I have to exercise. I'm running around, pacing animals. I got to make sure that I'm in decent shape. If I can't catch a rabbit, I am not catching a female fox. I'll just tell you that right now. If I don't have the ability to catch a rabbit, I am not catching a female fox. I'm not. So I'm not sure about males. Well, I'm sure Myron might explain something. Let's see what he says.
Attack, but that's fine. So let's address the first thing. You said you don't have to learn how to be attractive, you just are. So I've heard a couple of women say this actually, and it's always
That's
very
not true
interesting to
for
me, right?
foxes.
I always say privilege is invisible to those that have it. And
Oh.
obviously for you, you don't understand the privilege you have. Men, unlike women, are not born with value. We have to learn how to be confident. We have to learn how to be attractive. We have to learn how to dress properly. We have to learn how to go to the gym. We have to learn how to be competent. We have to be able to have certain things in our background to make us attractive to women because women look for things that take time to acquire, resources, etc. So for women, when you guys turn 18, the life is your oyster. You can literally go everywhere. You can do whatever you want. But men don't get these opportunities unless we make something of ourselves. So when women say things like, "Oh, you just are attractive," like, no, it's a learned skill. Men are not just born attractive. They have to figure this stuff out through a lot of turmoil, trial, and error, and sacrifice. So I always find it interesting when women say that because we don't operate on the same dating timeline as you guys. You guys are born with your value. We must create our value.
How are we born with our value? Please explain.
How are women born with their value?
Yeah.
You have
Well,
a
you
vagina
say
and
you had
titties.
to learn all that shit, right?
You literally have a vagina and titties. You are born with value.
Born with value for
Yes.
having a. Cut off your dick and you're the same person I am.
Uh,
Myron's face is priceless here. Even he's trying to think, what? What did you say? Are you trying to say that if Myron cuts off his genital, that he's the same person that you are? Come on. Come on. Come on. Stop it. Just stop. Oh,
Not really. I'd still be a guy.
Like, anyways, I want to talk about voting.
Okay.
you know, I want to say she's not an ugly girl. She's not ugly at all. Um, but at the same time, though, she's not very. I don't want to say she's not bright. I want to say she doesn't have a lot of life experience. Her life experience just isn't there. I mean, just for her to say something like, "Well, cut off your genitals, you're the same person I am," like that doesn't make any sense. I think she thinks that when she watches the Marvel movies and the women are jumping on these guys' necks and flipping them over, and the guy's dropping over and passing out as if he's knocked out, is something that happens every time a woman jumps on a man's neck and flips. I mean, anyway, I'm just going to continue on. Let's see what else this college student has to say.
All right. What's it? You want to talk about what
You
now?
said we don't have skin in the game.
Yeah, they don't really.
So
no.
your skin in the game is the fact that you have to go to war. And
Yeah,
you're
Simon-
unhappy with that.
I never said that.
Well, you're complaining about, having skin in the game and that we shouldn't have the right to vote because we don't have skin in the game, but we don't have skin in the game because men set that system up.
Yeah, because women are physically inferior, and that's the truth.
Physically inferior.
Inferior. Yes.
So you're telling me that you could beat a woman's ass?
Yeah. Yeah, I could. I mean, I never would, but yeah.
Oh my god!
Like-
Okay,
you see,
Like.
I hate to break it to you.
she believes that she could beat up men. Like this is an illusion that needs to come out of her head. I mean, I'm sorry. Like, you need to stop thinking that because you're going to go to the wrong man one day and hit him. And men have the right to hit you back if you hit them. And I don't advocate for that. But what I am saying, though, is that you really should, understand the world in a sense. Understand the world, especially at her age. She's going to college. I mean, is this what they're teaching in school? In your human schools? This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. She thinks she could beat up men. That is a bad way. She sounds like the type when she gets into a relationship that she'd punch a man and do all these things. That's not the right way to deal with things. She's in a lot of trouble in life if she keeps thinking this way.
Like, Are you aware of the fact that like probably a 12-year-old boy can probably beat you up very easily?
Actually, I'm an educational psychology major, so they can't because they don't hit puberty till 14. And
Even
they're
if they did,
natural-
okay. Let's assume without puberty, he would still probably beat you up still.
Actually,
Like-
he wouldn't because I have a brother and I'd beat his ass.
Anyway, again, I mean, I'm amazed that I have to explain this to a college student, but I mean, men are physically superior to women in almost
I'm
every
amazed
way.
that I gotta talk to
in
this
general.
grown ass man with dumb ass things. Like, let's be for real.
All right, so I guess we can all agree that her intelligence level isn't really there either. I mean, she's going to school, she's learning something, she's doing all that, but look at her posture, look at the way she's talking, and all that. She's just not really, she's not there yet, right? I think she's just not there yet. So, I mean, it's almost like he's talking to a young child with no experience. That's what it looks like here. He's talking to a young child with very little experience, and to be honest, a lot of boys, because they're able to go out and have sex, just like a lot of girls, because they're able to, you know, have sex or whatever and have boyfriends and all that, and men are able to have girlfriends. They think they're grown up, and truthfully, you might look grown up, but mentally, you're lacking a few things. So let's continue on.
Okay, so your argument is the whole voting thing, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, women don't have skin in the game, so they shouldn't vote.
We don't have skin in
very
the game
simple.
because men didn't let us have skin in the game. You do realize that, right?
Well, here's the thing: y'all could join the military now. You guys could do everything now.
Yeah,
you don't.
we can because we fought for that right.
Yeah, but you guys don't use it. I find it interesting
We
how
don't use it?
y'all don't join though. Like, it's
So
like
we don't use our rights?
y'all don't use it. It's not like you guys want to do a lot of these things. You guys fight for rights that you don't even use a lot of the times.
Like what?
So,
Like what?
oh, well, women equality, right? All the time. Oh, we want to be able to do everything that men can do. But why is it that all the dominated by men? Why is it that men control
wasn't
all
me,
the
that's the
infrastructure
footage,
points?
that's the-
Right? Why is it that men are the garbage collectors? Men are the electricians. Men are the power linesmen. Men are the plumbers. Men are the ones that literally keep society going so that you can enjoy the first world conveniences you do. Right? So you can go ahead and have your bullshit psychology degree or whatever it is that you're studying. So the reality is that men make the world go round, and we civilize it to the point where you guys forgot that men really run shit, and we give you the opportunities that you have. So for you to sit there and be able to say something as ridiculous as, can you even beat me up, and you're questioning it, that goes to show how naive you are about the propensity of men to actually conduct violence. That's how civilized we are, which is obviously awesome because you're completely unaware of the savagery that men can, put on a society.
Oh, I'm aware.
And
because
you're not,
look at
because
our
you wouldn't have said
country
something
today.
so ridiculous.
He's absolutely correct with that, because men can be very savage, and so can foxes, right? Male anything can be very savage and dangerous, and the fact that she has the ability to speak the way she does and the naivete that she has shows that she has never experienced anything like that before in her life, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying that she needs to go out and get punched in the face by a man or anything. I'm not saying that. But what I am saying though is that she's very naive for what she's saying, because Myron's right. Men can be very violent.
If you were.
I'm aware, trust. Most women get raped, sexually assaulted. 99% of women get raped and sexually assaulted. You do know
What? 99% of women get raped and sexually assaulted? That is not true. That's not true at all. According to statistics in Canada, 1 in 3 women, about 33%, age 15 and older, reported experiencing sexual assault at least once in their lifetime. Wow. It's actually higher in Canada than it is in the US. 1 in 5 women, about 20%, have been raped, attempted, or completed. Oh, wow. Well, here it is. 1 in 3, about 30%, have experienced some sort of sexual violence, including unwanted sexual contact. Okay. So the number is actually 33%, not 99%. However, even at 33%, that's very high. I was expecting to see something much lower, especially in, this is Statistics Canada 2022. We're currently in 2025, but still, I mean, 3 years isn't that long. And yeah, I expected to see a lot less than that.
Right? And because of
99%,
men's
yeah.
savagery.
Holy crap.
Because of men.
Women need
Remember
to
that.
hide. There's
Because of
a
men.
there's a rape epidemic going on.
Like,
So anyway,
I'm pretty sure if I point to any woman in this room, they could tell me a rape story.
sure, maybe their fantasy. Who knows? I don't
Their
know.
fantasy?
I don't know. A lot of women read sex novels like that.
I want you to look at our country today.
That's true.
That men have ran, and look at how shit it is.
We're the strongest superpower in the world.
I actually read a couple passages, maybe like 3 chapters of this girl's novel. Oh my goodness, the details. And you can't get it out of your mind. It's hard once you read the book, it's hard to get those details out of your brain. Okay? It's crazy. But anyway, let's just keep going.
World, what?
No, we're not.
Yeah, we
No,
are.
we're not.
Yeah, we are.
You know, countries are warning their people to stay away from us
what?
In the US?
because of how shitty we are.
Do you realize people?
Before Myron answers that, America is probably one of the best countries in the world. I'm not saying the best countries in regards to how they treat other countries in regards to leadership and all that, but what I will say is a lot of people want to go there. I mean, people are sneaking into the country. They're getting into the country illegally. People are dying to get to the country. I mean, you can't say America is not a good country to be in because majority of the people in the world want to go to America or somewhere in the UK or Canada or something, right? So Western society so far has built probably the best society the world has ever known.
People try to come here illegally every single day to become Americans and or get to live here with
You do
diminished
realize-
benefits, even if they're not documented. Like you do
Well,
realize,
you
like I used to
undocumented immigrants.
I used to work in immigration back in the day. I know this intimately.
And mind you, I'm not saying America and the Western society is perfect, but I am saying that people want to come here in large groups. So
People literally try to sneak here under intense conditions and die a lot of the times while trying to come here.
I just said
This is the best
same
country in
thing.
the world.
This is
Again,
not
more
the
privilege
best
that you
country
don't
in the world,
understand.
I'll tell you that much. I'm an immigrant.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So that proves my point even more.
I didn't come here willingly.
You're here. Like,
I did not come here willingly.
oh, okay. How'd you come here then?
I came here because they
Parents,
paid
probably.
me to.
Yeah, send her back, bro.
They
God
paid
damn,
you to
man.
come here. Okay.
Send her back, man.
You're talking
Okay,
about send
this
her
is why we
back,
gotta
yet
build
you
a
a
wall.
person of color?
I guess we're no longer getting the best and the brightest. What the hell? This is why I'm so big on,
You
like,
talking
you
about
know,
send me back, but you a person of color?
this is why I'm so big on we need to go harder with immigration.
I'm sorry, are you not black?
I don't know. It depends on the day. Some days people call me black. Some days people call me Arab. I don't know what it is, man. So,
Y'all looking at the same motherfucker I am? Because he's black, right?
oh man.
He a person of color.
I'd have to say she has nice hair. That's all I could say.
Right? He a person of color, right? Shut the fuck up.
I mean, I take really good care of my fur. Who is she talking to? Why is she speaking to people like that over the mic? I mean, this is the mentality I'm talking about. This is what I mean. She sounds very ignorant, like a very ignorant individual.
I'm talking to your
Right.
ass.
I get more gray hairs talking to women than
I
dealing
don't
with
talk
cartel
like you.
members.
I hate to break it to you.
Okay, so what's your last point? Because there's a bunch of people behind you, but
My point is,
yeah.
you're a pussy.
Okay, great one.
What was the point of that? What was the point of that? And this is the childish behavior. All the young boys came up and they asked questions. They did whatever, and the one girl that came up does this. All right, so I'm not saying that Myron never said anything that might have triggered her before she decided to come up and say something, but true gender equality means men and women are accountable for their words and their actions. Okay, you could tell that this young lady had no accountability for her words or her actions. She feels as if she could just do whatever she wants, even at home. She beats up on her little brother and then comes to a forum like this and brags about it. All these things equal an individual like this, and it needs to really be looked into. I'm leaving this thing playing because you could see she's constantly just keeps jawing off to Myron while she walks away, and there's no mic in her face. If this was a male, people would be calling him crazy, saying he's unhinged. Oh, somebody, he should have been arrested, all kinds of different things. Regardless of what Myron had said, it's his show. Everybody there came to see him. She can get up and leave whenever she wants. But I know she's young and she's got a lot to learn, but not all young women act like that. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I appreciate you if you made it this far, and thanks again. I'll see you next time.